cover. I'm now shooting the Springfield XDM 45. Same range, same ammo, DMC laser. Which bear in mind, I've never fired before. Shut off slow here at 9 feet or 3 yards. Below my target round like I went in the middle of the cornfield, so ain't exactly like I'm shooting a still target, but anyway, you know, pretty good shots, pretty good group, and I like the size of this gun a lot. We'll go a little further, it'll be basic. Stop blowing out. Magazine, safety, it's right up the handle. See that safety here. No, that's what it was when I got the gun a second ago. That's what it is. Now, 7 yards. It actually went that fast as I used to, and one of my shots was stray. If I was anticipating the recoil. Shots really low. She knows something I had to work on a lot, not being used to guns or around guns my whole life, was working on the recoil, not flinching or anticipating. Going low left, striking my gun. That group felt a lot better than me. See how it looks. Yeah, you see that group, I didn't get any strays, pretty much all right in the center. That group felt good to me, so I liked it. I was able to relax a little bit more. I got a better feel for the gun. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable with it already. I like my SIG 40 quite a bit. This is a nice gun to shoot, I'd say. about 10 now. 10 yards, 30 feet. See how that goes. My camera upright this time. See, I don't have any straight left or right. I have one a little high. I'll try to remember one of those. All through the center. So, we get a little shape the grip here while I still got the camera going. 15, 45 feet. See how that looks. Half-size targets. Done now. We'll get back. 15 or 3. So the wall's still pretty centered. Straight. I have it on that one. But every so one bit. Okay, now for my impressions of the Springfield XDM 45 caliber. You know, apart from my experience with the LC9, well, just, you know, these targets, you know, I should say how I shot these today. This was, you know, my LCP experience. This was my Springfield 45. Now, I shot these from various distances, so I shot 50 rounds in each target, probably shot, you know, 5 to 10 up close, another 10 at 30 feet, another 10 at 21 feet, and probably another 10 at 45 feet, and maybe another 10, you know, either at 45 or 30 feet on each target. So, you know, and then on this other target here on my Springfield XD, I actually shot the last ones at about 30 yards or about 90 feet. I put it all the way up to the back of the range, and that's why I got these ones that are low. These were all when I was shooting at the very back of the range. Actually, the range, the line this was on, moved the target up on the wall. So I think I didn't realize how much the target had shifted upward, and so therefore I think that's why I was a little low on that. I used to shoot low left unintentionally, but I don't really do that anymore. So anyway, you can see the difference here in these two targets. I mean, you know, 45 is supposed to be less accurate, I guess. You can see that was not my experience with these two guns. Here it looks like I'm just kind of a little bit of a scattershot shooter, that kind of a shotgun pattern there. Here, you know, this is getting pretty close to putting a fist-size hole group through the target. I didn't quite do it. Now keep in mind, you know, two things. One, I've never shot this Springfield before. I've never shot any Springfields before.
And number two, I've never shot a 45 before, ever. This is the first day I ever shot a 45. That being said, I got one stray up here too. That was non-intentional shot at the head. So I shot pretty much. I aimed center target for all of these. But yeah, several of these were downrange. I mean, I probably shot 25, 30 rounds at 45 feet, which is not the other end of the planet, but it is far enough. This gun shot awesome. I love this gun. Makes me want to own this gun. I don't really need this gun. I got my SIG 40 Smith & Wesson, my SIG 229 I mean, and I love my SIG 229. This gun reminds me more of that gun than any other gun I own. It shoots beautiful. I love the sights. The sights were great. The action was great on the gun. Recoil was very manageable. Man, I loved shooting this gun. It had a nice safety feature. I liked the way the safety worked, right in the groove of the grip. And all the other features you'd expect out of a decent firearm. Had a nice mag release, locked back well. The sights were a little loose on this gun. I don't know why that was, if that's typical with Springfields or just this particular gun I had that was a range gun. But man, it shot beautiful. I would trust this gun to do a lot of things. Trust it to defend my home. I trust it to use. The only thing I'm not sure about is WROL SHTF. Seemed like this gun was a little fancy with some of the parts. Some of the parts seemed like they were cheap, maybe cheaper polymers and smaller parts that might get loose or get ruined and difficult to replace. I don't know. Those are the only reservations I have about that weapon as an SHTF weapon. As I was saying about this Springfield XD, my battery ran out for a second there, so apologize for the break. I think this gun would perform well in a situation where you needed to use this as a combat pistol for extended use. I think it'd be fine. Now, I didn't shoot 500 rounds through it, so I don't know if it's prone to jamming or prone to locking up or something. I certainly didn't have any of those malfunctions at the range. But I only shot 50 rounds through it, so I don't know how reliable it is on that. I know my SIG 229 is reliable on that. It'll shoot through. I've never had it jam on anything. This actually, I take that back. This Springfield did jam on me one time. I had to clear a jam one time. It didn't fire. So I guess take that for what it's worth. 50 rounds, I did have one jam. So, it wasn't a big deal. I just cleared it, and it was done. So, anyway, I don't know how many of you guys own the Springfields, but this Springfield XDM, I looked at the price at the shop. It was about $600-something, so it's not much different than paying for a SIG, so you're going to be buying an expensive gun. And comparatively, the Ruger LCP 38, you can get that for $300, so much cheaper. But man, this is a superior gun. I love shooting it. So this is just the first time I ever shot it. I think it's great. So anyway, don't know what you think, but I was a big fan. So this is Western Kansas Prepper signing off.